Morning, gang. Right, we're back. Unfortunately, holiday blues is real, man, but we have to get back on the grind. It is what it is. We got to make that money. So we gave ourselves a few days to recover before turning the shops back on. I turned the shops back on the night before yesterday. I thought it was going to be quiet, but orders kept coming in, so I can't complain. It's not that bad. Just means I've got quite a few bits to pack today. Apart from that, obviously, hope you guys had a great Christmas, a happy new year. This year for us is going to be all about growth. We're going to try to improve everything a bit. For example, my vintage shop at the moment's got about 2,000 to 2,200 items in there. By the end of the year, I'm hoping to get it up to like 4,000, 4,500. I'm obviously battling against orders, so whenever there's a lot of orders coming in, that makes it more difficult to get the numbers up. But if the orders come in, that's good. Improve the videos a little bit as well. I did some brainstorming while I was away, so I have a few ideas I'm going to try out during the year. I'm also going to try to improve the unit a little bit, make better use of the space that I've got. Then I'm going to try to improve my packaging in terms of costs as well. Try to get it down a little bit, because even if I get it down on each parcel by like 5p, the amount of orders we send out is going to add up. What else? I need to finally clear this out. I think I'm going to try to get a bit of that done today after we pick the orders. Then we got a couple auctions going later today. I think I'm just going to bid on one local one. The rest are going to be like the ones that are further away, so we don't have to go there. But yeah, let's get cracking. First up, we got this vintage Cupid ornament, and that went for 20 quid. A 1950s Kodak Cine camera, and that one is actually still working, and that went for £15. Another vintage camera, and this is a Canon Canonette. This one isn't working anymore, so I sold it for parts only, and that went for £7.38. Then I'm sure some of you remember this bad boy. So this is an antique Georgian fob seal, and that went for £100 and 29p. Even though Christmas is over, someone bought this UPS Christmas tin, including a mug inside. That went for £3. A Waterloo Cup Trial ashtray, and that one's from 1934. That went for £9.99. Then we've got another camera, and that's a Canon Ixus 2. This one is working, but because it's an APS film camera, that means the films have been discontinued, but you can still get them on eBay and stuff, so you can still use them. And that went for 9 quid. A vintage Wade house mouse teapot, and that went for £12.99. A vintage brass bell with a horse head top, that went for £5.99. In here we got a vintage Japanese spoon, and that is from Toshi Kane, so it's got like a little ceramic figure on top, and that went for £17.99. A Sunset Boulevard pin badge for £2.99. A vintage Manchester United pin badge, and that went for 8 quid. A Star Wars collector's plate for £14.99. A 1950s Robins Club pin badge, and that went for a £5. A vintage Fiver pin badge for 4 quid. A Norfolk Regiment pin badge, and that went for £7.38. A small wooden rooster figure, and that went for a £5. A sterling silver Merchant Navy pin badge, but it's missing the pin at the back, and that went for £9.60. Another batch, and this is a Royal Air Force one for £6.40. A small vintage Beatrix Potter pin badge, and that went for £2.60. Don't worry, we're nearly done with the badges, and then we move on to some other bits. So this is a Royal Air Force pin badge, and it's from World War I, and it's actually got a silver rim, so the outside is sterling silver, and that went for £11.99. A British Royal Army Tank Regiment badge, and that went for £11.99 as well. A Royal Corps of Signals badge, and that's a sweetheart brooch, but it's missing the pin at the back, and that went for £7.99. A Regency Fine Arts fishing frog figure, and that went for 6 quid. Then we have a bundle of vintage brass bells, and they went for 20 quid. A motorcycle and car club trophy, and that's from 1953, and it's silver plated. That went for a £5. Then we've got a bundle of 3 collector's plates, and they're all cold poured with birds on it, so they went for £14.97. A vintage Mother Goose VHS for £9.99. A tramway model for 4 quid. Then this is probably my favorite item of the day. So this is a Betacom telephone of a Merc, and that's from the 1980s, and that went for £19.99. A wooden hand-carved giraffe for £8.49. This vintage Cripbox board game went for £8.49 as well. Then this is just a modern hip flask for £2.24. In here we got a folding alarm clock, but it's not working anymore, so sold it for parts only for 3 quid. A Blake's Norfolk ashtray for a £5, and I only let it go for that cheap because I had it for ages. I just wanted to get rid of it. And here we got a Waddington's Lexicon card game, and it's from 1935, but it's not in great condition, so I let it go for cheap, and that went for £2.69. And then last but not least, we've got this Denver Broncos pin badge from 1998, and that went for £4.99. Right, I need some bubble wrap. Oh shit, I forgot about this. And this. These are from the office basically. I had to finally get them back here to the unit. So that they're out of the way. Right, time to bring some of these bits just to get rid of them. Because they can all go in the bin. Because I think I mentioned it before, I want to turn this into my whatnot shelf. Just takes a while to get rid of it all. I might have to keep that actually, because I've got posters so I can send them in there, but whatever's inside can go. I think there was some sort of pins or something. Oh shit, this is broken, this was stupid. Ah, bullshit. Yeah, I think that's good enough for today. Just get rid of some stuff. I was gonna condense some boxes down, but I don't think I'm gonna do that today, because I'm going to B&M next. Try to get some small boxes anyway. And I think I've got some space left in the boxes I've got at home. So time to head to B&M, try to get some of the small boxes I use for pin badges and stuff, because I get so many items in like that nowadays. But last time I went to B&M was just before Christmas, and they didn't have them out because all the Christmas stock was out at the time. And they said to me, they've got no time to look at the back, just come back after Christmas. So I'm gonna head there now, then we head back home, do some bidding, do some packing, send all the orders off, and see what else we can get done today. For the wife. Ooh, they're back. They're on offer as well, so maybe grab a few more. That was close. I've got 6 of them. Six, but they come as 2s now. Before they were separate, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
So it's just 3 of them.
Right, so we've got 3 altogether.
Can't lie, I miss the sun, man. Bloody freezing here. To be fair, it's not even that cold. It's only 7 degrees, but coming from 35 degrees to 7, it's a bit of a drop. Right, worst part of the day. Time to pack orders.
Small but lean.
Yeah. But hopefully we get some closer ones.
Lose that £5. Your last chance. The internet bid at £15.
Right, as always, while we wait for more interesting lots to come up, let's bang out some listings.
£100, there's a lot of them there for the £100 they guided more, but there we are. 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. Oh, let's take a breath for a minute. 220 bid at £220 I'm bid, 240 or 230 now. 240. 240 is the bid. 250 I'll take it at 240 bid, 250 are you? At £240 bid, 250 if you like. But all done now for £240.
Right, auctions are done for today. We got a few bits from the local auctions, so we're gonna head there now to pick them up. Then we got absolutely loads from the non-local one. So I think we're up to like 600 quid on that one, but it's a 2-day auction, so that is gonna continue tomorrow. I'm gonna do some more bidding there. So let's head to the local one, pick up our bits and get back on the road again, Lanos. Right, we arrived at the auction house. Altogether we bought 5 lots today and we spent £364. So let's go in and grab them quickly.
Who's next, please?
Hi, are you alright?
Hi. This one.
Thank you so much. Is it them? I remember them, yes. Thank you. For that one. It's okay. Just checking the expensive lots here. Yeah. Right, 4 of the lots were quite cheap, and then for 1 of them we paid up. So hopefully we got some decent gems in there, which we'll see when we get back. I'll just grab the last one, yeah? This one we got super cheap. I think I only paid a £5 for them. That should be an easy flip. Not huge money in it, but something. And these are the gems, hopefully. Alright, let's bring it all back. Right, we're back. Let's have a quick look at what we bought today. Lot number 1 are these wooden lotus dishes, a wooden bowl, and this little display thingy that spins. We only paid 5 quid for all of them, so that should be easy money, lads. Even if I sell them for £5 each or something, but I'm thinking I might be able to get them more each. Might even put them on Whatnot, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, cheap, cheerful, and profitable. Lot number 2 we got at a really good price as well. So as you can see here, we've got some stamp imprints made out of metal. They usually go for decent money. I think this is like a super vintage shaver or something. Yeah, we got some military buttons in here. We got military patches. Then we got whatever that is, some sort of badge as well. A Kenyan police buckle, more military buttons, no clue what this is. And then in here we got all sorts of military buttons. We have, who knows what this is. We got some bullet casings, a patch, We have several military badges as well. That looks like it's from a medal or something. Then we've got some coins in here. I'm not sure what kind of coins they look. Russian, 1978, 1987. That's Russian as well. Some sort of medal from 1945. More little Russian coins. So yeah, all sorts of military bits in here. Then with the lot came this book of ephemera. It basically got all sorts of different ephemera put into it. Let me show you. 1903. It's got some hand-drawn maps. Albert 1914. Yeah, there's some interesting bits in here. I think it's all military related as well. And for all of that, we paid £15. That's a bargain. That's easy money again. This doesn't look like a lot, right? So we got these China bits. We got Limoges. We got this little trinket box. I think it's for matches actually. So it's a matchbox. Then we got a bronze coin. Actually, it looks like SpongeBob, but yeah, he's made from bronze. We have to look him up later. We got a silver plated cigarette case. Then we got a stamp album full of stamps basically, but I doubt there's anything special in there. Right, and now to the good bit. So on the auction lot, it said there's a Players Navy cut tin with some Australian 3p coins in there, but it didn't really specify how many there is or when they're from. Mate, there's loads in there, and they're all from like 1943 and stuff, so that means they're all silver. To be fair, there's a couple in there I can tell 1952, so that one's not silver, but most of them are all silver ones. That is easy money, lads. And it doesn't end there. Even if it was just that, that'd be sick, because altogether we spent £10 on this lot. But it also said that it had a selection of coins in there, but they didn't even show any pictures of them because they didn't unpack the box and just took pictures of the box. Watch how many coins there are. Mate, there is absolutely loads in here. Fucking hell. Mate. It doesn't end. Watch. Let me get them all out. Look at it, this is loads. If all of these would have been shown on the pictures, this lot would have gone for way more. There was some coin hunters at that auction this time, because I know I've been trying to get some and they've been outbidding me crazy. We got proper lucky on this lot. That can go straight on Whatnot, or I might even sell some of these on Vinted and stuff. But yeah, little jackpot, happy days. On to the next one. For this next little lot we paid £18. So we got a silver plated table lighter. Needs servicing though. Then we got another knight, but this one's a metal figure. Then we've got this little Pope ceramic figure holding the candles. Then this little bird with a stone as a body. Salt and pepper shakers. Then this is some sort of decanter or something, or where you put your alcohol in it, of a monk. Another little condiment thingy, or if you want to put your crack in it. Little brass chair, and this little condiment set as well. Nothing crazy in there, but for what we paid, we can make some money out of this. Final lot of today, and this is where most of our money went today. So I haven't had a look inside yet, but we paid £240 for this. We did pay up for it. Hopefully it was worth it. So in here we got a load of antique FOB medals. I don't think there's actually any real gold in here. I will have to do some research, but I don't think so. But because of the age and how they look, there should be some decent money in them. What's this? 1916 Galway races. Got some football ones in here. Devon 1913. They're in decent condition for their age, you know. But yeah, that's not all, obviously. So let's have a look. What is this? Oh. Like a little pocket picture frame. not sure if it's silver. The color's a bit odd. But I've got a testing kit on the way, so we can check that in a couple of days. Then we got quite a lot of more FOB medals. Wonder if there's any silver in here. Can't see any hallmarks. Football Association, Staffordshire, Oxford City FC. So we've got some football bits in here. Then we got a brooch. We got more medals. Then we got darts FOB medals as well. They usually do quite well for me. That one looks ancient. So this one's from 1897. It's got Queen Victoria on it, so we should get some money for these. More football, more football, more football. Like football medals and stuff, they do quite well on Vinted and eBay, I can't lie. I've done well with them before. There's absolutely loads in here. That looks like a religious thing. Congregation of the Children of Mary. Looks like it could be silver. It's not hallmark though, so I will have to test it. But religious bits always do well, so glad with that one. I reckon I can at least triple my money on this, so probably turn, what did I pay, 240 into 750. That sounds reasonable. If I want to sit on them a bit longer, I can probably turn it into £1,000 with all of them in there. There's absolutely loads. Plus these, of course, that are in here. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Not a lot of lots we picked up, but they're all pretty decent, I can't lie. Especially the coins that I found. That was a nice little surprise. But yeah, I'm gonna get cracking now. I have to get some of this stuff listed right away. Try to turn my money over as soon as possible so we can reinvest it. But I'm gonna do that without filming, so I'm gonna end the video here. Glad to be back. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one.